you going to be able to handle that, to go to the cross? Would you be able to do that? Here's their answer. They said to him, we are able. Yes, we are able to drink of the cup that you are about to drink, Jesus. He said to them, my cup you shall drink. Okay, you're going to be put to death just like they're going to put me to death. You are going to be put to death too. But to sit on my right and on my left, this is not mine to give. Jesus is telling them, look, I don't have to do nothing with that. I cannot grant you something that is not up to me. It is very important for us to notice that everyone that comes to Jesus always had a request, always had a need. Everyone that comes to Jesus was looking for something. But this lady, she is the mother probably of the disciple that Jesus was the closest to, which was John. And James is the older brother. And she really wanted her two sons to have a place of privilege when he established his kingdom. But Jesus is telling her, look, this is not something that is mine to give. I cannot make that decision, but it is from that place is for those whom it has been prepared by my Father. My Father had decided who's going to be sitting to my right, who's going to be sitting to my left. Now, we know who's sitting to the left of Jesus. If Jesus is sitting to the right side of the Father, so yeah, to the left of Jesus is the Father. That's right. So we don't know who's on the other side. But he said, look, that's not mine to give to you. Only my Father knows. And hearing this, the other 10 disciples, right, there were 12, the other 10 became indignant with the two brothers. They became upset with them. How can it be possible that you're worrying about something like that when we're about to lose our teacher? We're about to lose our master. He's telling us he's going to be given to the Gentiles to be crucified, and you are worrying about who's going to sit to the right or to the left. The heart of men. But Jesus, having compassion of them and understanding that they didn't know what they were asking. Can you put for a minute, just think, how many times do we go to God to asking God things that we don't know what we're asking about? That we don't know the repercussions of what we're asking. And sometimes good thing that God can see way farther than us, that he knows what's best for us. But if God were to grant us every single thing that we ask of him, we will be in trouble because we don't know really what's best for us. But Jesus understanding that and being so compassionate. So the Bible said that in verse 25, that Jesus called them to himself, the two, John and James. He called them to himself, separated from the mother and separated from the other 10 disciples. And look what he said. You know that the rulers of the Gentiles lord it over them. Now, you know the Gentiles, how it is. The one that is Lord among the Gentiles, they rule among everybody. They are number one. And you know that their great men exercise authority over them. Now, that's the way it is among the Gentiles. Now, Jesus is talking to the disciples. In verse 26, he says, it is not this way among you. This is not the way that we organize things. Look what Jesus is telling them. The Lord doesn't rule over his people in this kingdom. Look what it says. But whoever wishes to become great among you shall be your servant. So if you want to be great in the kingdom of God, then you need to come and serve. Wow. That's the standard. It's backwards. That's not what they were used to know. They were used to know that whoever is Lord, he will rule among the rest of the people. But Jesus had a different government, a different point of view of this thing. If you want to be first, if you want to be a leader, you need to become a servant of all the people that you wish to rule. That will be a great principle for all our government to put in their heads. Can you imagine if the Congress and the Senate and all the president that we elect will go to serve with this in mind? That since they are now first, they need to be servants of all. It will change the world completely. Can you imagine if the people that rule in earth and the different nations will understand that they are servants of the people? You see, servants. Now let's see what is it that Jesus had to say. He had to say a little bit more about that. He said, "This is not the way among you, but whosoever wishes to become great among you shall be your servant, and whoever wishes to be first among you shall be your slave." Now, why Jesus is feeling this way? Why Jesus had this philosophy? Why he feel this way? It has to do a lot with himself and with the work that he came to do. Look what he said in verse 28. "Just as the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many." You see, Jesus came to serve us. He didn't come to rule us. This is why he came so humble. This is why he didn't come as a king. This is why he is born in a manger. He came to serve us, not to rule over us. And the proof is that he gave his life as a ransom for many. That means that he paid the price for many people. He came to release many people. He came to give himself. You see? Now, many people has taken him as a ruler. The mother of these two disciples is thinking about a king. When you come and you establish your kingdom, I want my son to sit one to the right and one to the left. Jesus is not sitting that way. That's why he's asking, would you be able to drink the cup that I'm about? Would you be able to serve the way I came to serve? I came to give myself as a ransom for many. This is what Jesus is talking about.